Treasure goes back to a word that means hidden. Anything that you are hiding, you are protecting. And when you are protecting something, it has some form of value to you. So if it has value to you, it has value to you for a purpose. There is nothing that carries value for no purpose. Amen. Anything that you are hiding, you are protecting, it has some type of value to you. That's why mothers and fathers will protect their kids, because their kids have value to them. That's why some of us protect our houses and our cars to the point, because we know what we done went through and it has some form of value to us. Anything you're protecting carries value. Now, those things that are still hidden on the inside of us that we haven't released, it has value. So if you're holding
good or bad, come on, it's good or bad,
unforgiveness, it has value to you.
Yep. That's right.
Now, think about how can something that is unforgiveness, something that somebody hurt me, has no value. It don't have no value. That's why you're wrong by that. It don't have no value. Why are you protecting it? Anything that don't have value, you won't protect.
All right, all right.
Now, there are some things that has value to some people and other things that don't. Gossiping carries value for some of us. Gossiping has no value for me. Somebody try to gossip, you best believe I'm going to tell the person you're talking about. Don't come to me talking about people, I will tell them. Unless we're in counseling, then sooner or later you're going to tell them.
That's right.
Some of us carries value. I think about, I seen this girl once that had this little necklace, and it was just this necklace. It was rusty as it could be, but it had value to her. And when you talk to her, she said, my grandma gave it to me before she passed. And for the rest of my life, I'm going to hold on to it. And I was thinking about, man, it ain't even real. This is what I was thinking. It's not even real. Why is she holding on? But then when I began to think, it had value to her. Now, if you would have put the same necklace in my hand, with the first trash can I got to, I would have let it go. Because there was no value in it. Think about what you are perceiving as valuable. Because the things that you are carrying as treasure, you are showing that as your fruit. That's why your mouth began to speak, because your heart has been corrupt by the things that you are holding as value.
Yes.
Oh, do you hear me? Some of us, y'all young women out here with your little boyfriends and your little boys, and they come in your life, and mama be praying, mama, I don't want them to have no man in their life. I don't, because mama realized the things that she went through, and she don't want you to experience, and so she continue to pray. And because some things that have been spoken on them from the past, and some things that some of us have said to our kids continue to walk in the same tracks that we're walking in, simply because we haven't rebuked that spirit of that generational curse, so that curse continues to follow us from generation to generation. That's why you still see parents of little girls that are getting pregnant at 15, because mama got pregnant at 15, and mama never spoke the words out of her mouth to rebuke that curse. And so that curse continued to follow through generation. The granddaughter would do the same thing. The next granddaughter would do the same thing, because somebody never took the authority to rebuke that spirit.
That's right.
And so since nobody took the authority, the spirit continued to carry on to generation to generation. And we want to say that we are a good tree. You want people to see you when you blossom, don't you?
Don't lie.
When you see an apple tree, we up there in New York, apples everywhere. That's why they call it the Big Apple. Me being from Florida, oranges everywhere. That's why they call it the orange state. And when you see them, it's nothing like seeing a harvest of oranges out. Especially if you love oranges. You're just looking at them like,
Gotta have one.
And you're just thinking like, wow, such good oranges. think that of people. Ooh, look at it. Look like a big piece of man candy. Oh, y'all know I'm going to say it. You know I'm going to say it. Because some of us are looking at people in that lustful way.
Yep.
Some of us are looking at people in a lustful way. And some of us men are looking at women like I can just eat her up. I can sop her up with a biscuit. Do you realize this? The way you think, you start creating images, and if you desire something, the word desire means to lack. If you are perceiving that you are lacking something, anytime lack or desire is taking place, there's no foundation there. And so if there's no foundation, there is chaos there. And so desires are right at the tip of your finger. So you will always try to get what you desire before the time is right.
All right, man.
That's why people go out and sell drugs, because they're desiring to have money in their hand. That's why some of us go out and get in debt or go to Rent-A-Center and all these other places, because we're desiring to have furniture in our house. But we say we're not going to wait for God to work it out. We go out and pay every week, and we pay triple the price of what we want because of our desire. Because whatever you're desiring, when you react off of your desire, you're going to always pay more. It's going to always cost you more. Anytime you react off your desire, there are some of us that are desiring a husband, and we'll jump out and marry the wrong man. And so then it costs you more. You wonder why you're in situations are going through heartaches and turmoil, because this man is out there in the streets and you want him to come in. It's all because you reacted off your desire. It's not that the person wasn't for you, it's just that you had to wait to get to know the person. Because we don't want to get to know a person in a spiritual sense, we want to get to know them in a physical sense. And when you leave the spiritual mind and go to the physical man, you now look at them in a physical way. You can't look at them as a godly person, because now they have reacted to their flesh. All because of desires. There are so many things that we're desiring. Some of us desire, some men and women. When we desire somebody, if we can't get them, we create an image in our mind, and then late at night we decide to do things as if they were there.
Come on, man.
All right.
I'll let you think on these things for a minute.
Exactly what you're talking about.
We got children in here, so I just covered that up, but y'all know I'm straightforward. Because of our desire, there is no foundation there. So when you start thinking on these things, the word think means to ponder. The word ponder goes back to the word meditation. The word meditation goes back to the word muse. The word muse means to initiate. So anytime you are meditating or you are musing on things, you are initiating things, you are going to react from what got started. Because when you crank something up, when you initiate it, it starts up. And so when you are meditating on thoughts of people and meditating on desires that has no foundation, because you want to react in the spirit and have patience. Do you know what patience is? Patience is the ability to wait with the expectation that something good is going to happen. Do you know what long suffering is? Long suffering is the ability to endure with the expectation that something good is going to happen.
Amen.
Do you know what joy is? Joy is a delight, an emotion, or the ability, let me get it right. Joy is a delight, an emotion, or the expectation that something good is going to happen. Oh, it don't have to be there in front of you, but you expect